Aside from our previous video, there's still some information you need to know about Thrianta rabbits. Reproduction. Thrianta rabbits follow the same reproductive pattern as any other domesticated rabbit because, at the end of the day, they all have the same roots. This rabbit will be able to give multiple times in a single year and can be sexually active all year long so long as it has already reached sexual maturity, somewhere between the ages of 4 to 6 months old. Most Thrianta rabbits will give birth to a litter size of about 5 to 7 rabbits, but it can be as few as 1 or 2 baby bunnies depending on the conditions and on how many times they have already given birth. Behavior. Thrianta rabbits make great pets for any kind of household due to the fact that they are generally rabbits that are quite well behaved and good-natured. As friendly as this breed may be, it is not known to do anything that is out of the normal or acts that can be a bit troublesome for its owner. In that sense, it really is not the most troublesome rabbit as far as its overall behavior is concerned. As friendly as it is, the Thrianta rabbit will most probably try to stay close to its owner as much as it can. It loves to act sweet towards its family and prefers to show its affectionate side whenever possible. But the good thing about this very affectionate rabbit is that it does not seem to demand as much attention from you as other friendly rabbits do. It may show a one-sided kind of sweetness, but that does not mean that you should disregard its affection. As much as possible, try reciprocating its sweetness by cuddling with it or by giving it some attention. You can even try to play with it if you can. Speaking of play, the Thrianta rabbit may not be the most playful rabbit due to how it really is not too active and lively. It might try to play with you if you coax it. Nevertheless, you will find that playtime with this rabbit is not the most exciting part of spending time with it due to how it lacks the liveliness of other breeds. But, even though it is not the liveliest or most active type of pet rabbit, the Thrianta rabbit is a joy to have because its well-behaved personality allows it to be an easy pet to take care of for those who simply want companionship. The Thrianta rabbit can be a bit more docile than other rabbit breeds. This makes it easy for you to handle it or to cuddle with it as it does not tend to show its skittish side. Guests also will not find it very difficult to handle. This kind of a rabbit actually easily submits itself to human care as long as handling it is done in a careful and controlled way that allows the rabbit to feel safe. Litter training your Thrianta rabbit might not be the easiest thing to do since this breed is not known to be easy to train. However, you can still find yourself successful in this regard if you try hard enough, and if you know how to coax them with some treats. At times, there will be some instances when you might need to use multiple litter boxes around the room or in the house to make sure that it gets used to using a litter box when nature is calling. Eating habits. Thrianta rabbits are generally very similar to any kind of domesticated rabbit when it comes to their overall diet. If you have one with you, make sure that it follows a grass and plant-based diet because of its nature as an herbivore. However, the important part here is that it should be given a diet that is based primarily on hay. In case you do not know, hay has a lot of fiber and takes time for the rabbit to chew. The fiber in hay aids the rabbit's digestive problems. Meanwhile, the constant chewing that the Thrianta rabbit will be doing aids its dental health and keeps the length of its teeth in check. Hay should comprise about 70% of the Thrianta rabbit's overall diet. Because hay does not have a complete nutritional profile, there is a need to supplement the Thrianta rabbit's diet with fruits and vegetables that provide it with vitamins and nutrients that it cannot get from hay. Make sure to feed it with leafy green vegetables that are low in starch. Meanwhile, when feeding it with fruits, make it a point to trim down on fruits that are high in sugar. Fruits should be an occasional treat. Rabbit pellets may also be good for supplementing the Thrianta rabbit's overall diet. These pellets were commercially formulated to contain some of the necessary nutrients that domesticated rabbits need. Water. While the Thrianta rabbit is not known to be quite an active pet, that does not mean that you should skimp out on the water. Hydration will always be more important than food. Rabbits may be able to go a few days without food, but they will eventually die in a matter of a couple of days if they do not drink water. That said, make sure to keep a clean dish with fresh water in the rabbit's cage. Always see to it that you change the water whenever it gets contaminated to avoid exposing the Thrianta rabbit to any kind of waterborne disease or infection. Cage. Thrianta rabbits are any kind of domesticated rabbit that can do well by simply living in any kind of commercially sold rabbit cage that was made to be used specifically by rabbits. That means that you will not find it a very difficult task to house your rabbit as it generally accepts life in a rabbit cage very easily. Outdoor enclosures may be a good idea for the Thrianta rabbit because if it allows the room it may need to stretch its legs and move around. There is also plenty of fresh air and sunlight outdoors. However, not all outdoor environments are suitable for this rabbit. If you want to house yours outdoors, make sure that the climate is fit for the rabbit and that there are no predators large enough to prey on it. Parasites and other types of infections are also more common outdoors. To keep things on the safe side, house your Thrianta rabbit indoors. The cage should be about 4 to 5 times the size of the rabbit to give it enough space to move around and stretch its legs. However, because this breed is not too active, you do not have to house it in a cage that is more than 5 to 6 times bigger than it. Making sure that the cage is not too cramped will be enough for the Thrianta rabbit. Just give it some time outside of its cage if you want it to have it moving and running around for a good exercise session. Thrianta rabbits are not very playful. That means that there is no need for you to provide it with toys inside its enclosure. But if you want to foster its playful side, you can place toys inside its enclosure, although there is no guarantee that it will play with them. It might be better for you to have it play outside its enclosure if you really want to encourage your Thrianta rabbit's playful side. Availability. A Thrianta rabbit can be purchased for a price that is somewhere close to $35 to $50 depending on the breeder and on the region where you got it. It is not a very rare rabbit and has become quite popular ever since its introduction to the American market back in the 1990s. It is also ARBA recognized. In that sense, always make sure that you get a rabbit that follows ARBA standards and that you get your Thrianta from a breeder that is quite reputable, but not too expensive for your budget. The Thrianta rabbit only comes in one color, which is the fiery orange or brownish color scheme. In that regard, make sure that yours follows the only color recognized by the ARBA. Taking care of Thrianta rabbit. Thrianta rabbits are known to be the ideal pets to have because they are not the most demanding and most difficult animals to take care of. These rabbits are quite receptive to human care and handling and will not require you to spend a lot of time, attention, and effort into taking care of them. That makes the Thrianta a joy to have around in your household, as it is not only easy to take care of but also is a very happy pet to have due to its friendly personality. Also, you should also take note that the Thrianta rabbit does well both outdoors and indoors. Outdoor enclosures made out of wood and metal wire for fencing will be enough for it. On top of that, your rabbit will be able to get a lot of fresh air and sunlight by spending time outdoors. However, outdoor environments are not the safest in terms of their health and welfare. So, in that regard, you might want to invest in an indoor enclosure instead if you really want to keep your rabbit safe and secured from all of the harmful diseases and conditions that can be found outdoors. Thrianta rabbits are known to be pets that are not too active and lively and are almost always calm and well-behaved. It has always been said that the Thrianta rabbit is one of the better pet rabbits to have for a household, due to its sweet demeanor and generally friendly personality. If you enjoyed this video, kindly press the like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe with notifications on, so that you don't miss out on videos like this. Thank you for watching.